Hey, hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Jared, and I'm happy to be here today. Where the hell is Jimmy Chin? Where are you, Jimmy? Here we're gonna log in now to the North Face. Bring that a little closer to that other thing. Yeah. Hey guys, we're waiting for Jimmy now. It's me, Jared, by the way, and I am wearing my cozy North Face shirt and my hat, and you know, it's uh, it's a nice chilly day here, so it's good to wear it. So anyway, we're going waiting for the North Face, waiting for Jimmy. I guess he and I are going to chat a little bit today about anything and everything North Face and Gucci, and in life in general. So, ding, ding, ding. Anyway, as always, it's a pleasure going live and trying to find people. And here we go. There you are.
It worked.
It worked.
I feel like I don't see you unless it's on Instagram Live anymore.
We that's it. We're just you're back in in the mountains.
Yes, back in Jackson.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hope did you see any sharks?
No, I hit one little sharky tooth the other day, but otherwise it's been shark free.
Like you punched it in the nose when it tried to take a nibble, or you just hit it?
Oh, you mean when I was, no, I've moved from real sharks to what we call shark teeth, with when there are little rocks hidden under the snow and
Oh,
you.
got it. Yeah, the shark. I was doing some snorkeling too. I saw a little shark. It was pretty fun, but we could talk about that later.
Yeah.
So, back snowboarding, one of my passions that I don't really do anymore, or skiing. I know you ski, but you're back in the snow.
Yeah, it's nice to be back in Jackson for sure. Are you in the compound or are you back in near Joshua Tree somewhere?
I'm back in the Mojave Desert and climbing. I actually, for all the climbing, aficionados out there, I did Birdland yesterday and I led every single pitch, which, is kind of,
Yeah. Oh, wow.
yeah. Um, um, but, learning, working,
You've been getting a lot of days out there.
I got to do it while I'm still alive.
I mean, I'm jealous. You've had a pretty good season so far.
Yeah, it's been crazy. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about the North Face. We're talking about Gucci. Are we supposed to like literally moderate this ourselves? Uh,
Yeah.
it was great. I'm so glad that you did this. I am going to claim you as my idea because it was, and I thought like, North Face, first person obviously comes to my mind is you because you've done such amazing work. You're such an accomplished climber, and just an outdoors person. And then your history as a photographer and filmmaker and with North Face, and then my relationship with Gucci, Alessandro, and that amazing company and all those great people. Thought we've got to get Jimmy as a part of this to tell this story. He's the perfect person. Do you remember when I first brought it to you? Like, what were your first thoughts? Were you like,
Yeah.
what the hell is he talking about? Like, what did you think?
Well, I mean, sometimes you ping me pretty randomly and you'll be like, Jimmy, I won't hear from you for a month and then I'll be like, hey, But when you first sent me the idea that there was a Gucci North Face collab, I was like, wow, that's interesting. And then when you said, hey, do you want to do this photo shoot? I was in the middle of like a ton of crazy production or something like that. And I was like, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to fit that in given your schedule and my schedule. But then when you told me you were thinking about shooting in Joshua Tree, and then that maybe we could get some scouting days in, some scouting days.
Yeah.
I was like, right, there was like the perfect window, and I thought, oh yeah, that sounds awesome. And if we can get some climbing in, then game on for sure. And I was also like pretty curious about the collab and kind of what they'd put together. So obviously I was stoked to go climbing with you. And I think I posted about you the other day, and there's all kinds of hilarious comments, some good ones, some, you know how it is, lots of trolling too. Oh, this is crazy. And but I think it might be interesting to let people know, like, this wasn't some random event. We've climbed together quite a bit before and spent
Yeah,
quite a bit
yeah,
of
and
time in Yosemite before.
it's to me the least random and the most organic because we've known each other for years now,
Yeah,
and we've had our paths cross like many times in interesting ways, um, in such amazing places, so yeah, it's like there's something cool about having friendships where you also get to work together in some ways or support each
yeah,
other's work. That's like a really, like, I love to do that. If I love someone and I'm a big fan of them as a person, it's like always such an honor to support their work. And I feel that way about you. Obviously, I feel that way about Gucci. For me, that's like a family relationship. It's a friendship, and I really adore that company. And I've always loved the North Face. For me, it's a classic, American brand, and they've done such incredible things. And of course, the founder's story is fascinating, and the work that they did in Patagonia, I thought was just always so
yeah.
inspiring. So, I've never gotten so many incoming requests from friends of mine
I
to get
know.
access to Gucci
I know.
gear than
Same.
I have for this. I mean, it's nuts. People are obsessed. Um, uh, but I get it as well. It's also a kind of it's unexpected to have North Face and Gucci, which people think of Gucci as a luxury brand, I suppose, at times, and people think of North Face as like an outdoors brand. But I think the work that the designers all did together, the design team, is outstanding. I thought they did a really really good job. This stuff is crafted really well. It's designed beautifully. It definitely wasn't a just let's put some tags on things and throw it
Yeah.
out there. So I appreciate like the craftsmanship and the work, and like I would push back against anybody that had some concern about it and say that, like, well, look at the creative opportunities there and look at the the opportunities that I appreciate, like what the opportunities that I had to take one of the world's most amazing photographers, filmmakers, and mountaineers out to one of the most beautiful places in the world, Joshua Tree, to do something that we all love, which is be in the outdoors and then celebrate the hard work that all the people at the North Face and Gucci did. So to me, I don't know, maybe I'm a little altruistic about it, but it's like win 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 to me.
No, I feel very similarly. I mean, I think just for people who might be curious, Joshua Tree is actually the first place I did my first rock climb. So, and it's also a place that I probably spent 7 Thanksgivings in a row when I was living out of my car. That was like and after like a whole climbing season, I would end up in Joshua Tree because it'd be like November, December. And it was too cold everywhere else to climb, and I would go to Joshua Tree. So it was really, like I think I mentioned to you when we were out there, it's such a nostalgic place for me. and to be able to go climbing together was super fun. And I also think that, you know, like you said, when I first met you, I can't remember exactly where, but I mean, I think I was trying to promote Meru. We connected a few times, and I'd come to ask you about, you know, helping support the film. And then obviously we ran into each other a bunch more times. But like, you know, I don't know if people know this about Free Solo, but you know, how you were really there from like the beginning to the end of that whole project, and how you would show up in Yosemite, and you knew, because you come from the film industry, kind of my side of the whole situation and the pressure that we were under and what this whole film entailed. And I just really appreciated how you would come in and check in and be like, how you doing, Jimmy? I'd be like, I don't know, man. And then there's that scene at the beginning of the movie, the ultimate cameo, where like you didn't get a lower third that said Jared Leto actor. But that whole scene, how organic that scene was, because you were like, hey, I'm coming to climb with Alex. And I was like, we're filming right now, but if you don't mind, we're just going to film when you guys go climbing. And you were like, yeah, no problem. And then when we were filming that whole scene, you just have the instinct to ask the perfect question, which made it into the film. I mean, if you think about it, 800 hours of filming and you take it down to 90 minutes, like that ratio of like the really important pieces of film that you got is very small. And you made it because you knew instinctively. You were like, why hasn't anybody ever free soloed El Cap? You know, I mean, we needed that so badly. And I love how you kind of just like landed there and made it in the film. And it is such a perfect moment, but then also checking in throughout that film.
Only a novice could have presented that. You know, I don't think we talked about it explicitly, but it was like, all right, you're going to be with Alex for the next, you know, few hours doing a multi-pitch climbing Middle Cathedral. And like we were both laved up. We had I think the iPhones with the lav. So it's like, let's get some, you know,
Yeah, really organic conversation.
You were, and that was fun. That was the best shadow work I've ever done.
It was so awesome. And then of course, you know, like
also we get to climb Middle Cathedral, and I think the next
El Cap.
Yeah.
And then we climbed the east butt of El Cap, which was an adventure too. We filmed that, and
fun times. Continuing the adventure. So, you know, if there's anybody else at the North Face, if you have any other adventures for Jimmy and I, we whole North Face Gucci, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a continuation of these adventures. And I just have to say, I mean, just like you are, you know, the way you feel about Gucci is the same way. I mean, I've been on the North Face team now for 20 years. I mean, it's family. Yeah. And to have like this moment where it was like a perfect intersection of this collab, and then to be able to actually shoot with you on kind of a much different type of shoot, that was really fun for me. Just creatively shooting in the way that we shot. I mean, being able to go out to Joshua Tree, do some climbing, shoot some climbing, shoot the product. And, you know, I was so psyched because they sent me a box like of the North Face Gucci collab, the down jacket, which I was wearing for about a day before Chai took it and like never going to give back to me. It's very nice and it's very well crafted. And I think that craftsmanship is kind of another perfect intersection of these two brands. And as you also said, I've never had more people being like, where do you get it? How do you get this? And I'm like, well, I don't have any left because Chai stole it all. But
just tell people to get in line.
I know.
But you know, I'm gonna check in on you know, the potential next, like where we could make the next Gucci North Face adventure. You know, we could go do something. I don't know, like Mallorca in the summer sounds pretty nice. Pretty good. Maybe
yeah, I mean, I'm game. That was the most fun
and get a sailboat, eat that baked salt fish, and just we can swim to shore and climb.
Yeah, the deep water soloing edition. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I,
It's gonna
I'd be happy to go.
also, be really, really nice. But that would be hilarious and fun to do something again. But I do look forward to doing something. And you've been making me want to snowboard. I retired from snowboarding 3 years ago. This will be the third winter because I broke my rib.
I
Um,
know, I know. I think you got to give it another chance. I'm just trying to figure out how to get you up here to Jackson and
yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
the winter wonderland up here because it is stunningly beautiful right now. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the mountain.
I'm doing this Gucci movie next. They're actually making a Gucci film. Ridley Scott is.
Oh,
Ridley
no way.
and it's about the history of Gucci. Gucci actually, it's not financed by Gucci. The company just is a coincidence that I happen to be in the Gucci movie and work with Gucci. And but we're I'm sure they would absolutely be horrified if I ran off to the mountains right now.
Ridley Scott's not exactly the director you want to piss off.
And, but we just won't tell them that I was hanging off the cliff about 600 feet high yesterday.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
mean,
where
I
I'm
think,
for this call. I'm gonna go climb this afternoon.
oh, you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Right.
climb. And I'm trying to make more time for that in my life, make it a priority, which I recommend if anybody out there has, a passion or something they want to explore, or, just a desire to get in the outdoors, like just do it. Don't wait. Get out there, just do it. Baby steps, a little bit at a time. I always say live to climb another day now because I used to climb like so hard in the beginning. Everything's gotta be, and now I'm like, you know what? I'm good, and
Enjoy it.
I
Yeah.
but I would love some. My big thrill would be to get in the mountains and snowboard with you and ski. That would be pretty cool.
I think we should. I mean, we've done the rock climbing thing. Although it's been pretty fun. That last trip to Joshua Tree was really nice to
Yeah,
get some pitches in.
I
But you got to come out. I mean, it's going to be awesome. I know you're also doing some climbing around Red Rocks, right, as well, but um, take advantage of this winter season. I
yeah.
think you'll be back into it.
Yeah.
I got to get you
Well,
up here.
it's good to see you, brother. I'm always
Yeah,
your face, and I miss you already. I hope we see each other soon. Stay safe, and everyone out there watching this, please stay safe. And we're almost through this crazy time, and here's to an amazing 2021 for everyone.
for sure.
Yeah.
I hope we all get to hang again. Say hi to your crew.
Okay. All right, brother. Take care.
Thanks, everybody, for joining.
Bye bye.
Talk to you soon, Jared. Ciao.
Bye.